about from whichever time zone you're catching me from. My name is MD90 and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss any upload that comes up on the channel. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel, because we put up a lot of content, is head to the playlist and you'll find all various things that we're doing here curated for you based on your interests. So we've got the Kutka podcast, we've got the Tishimi production. These are movies, actually, short movies that you can find on that playlist. And news and trends. We do a lot. We do vlogs. We do a lot on this channel. So the easiest way for so that you don't lose yourself, you find that there's a vlog here. The next thing is main news. So for you, if you're interested in vlogs, head to the place. If you're interested in a podcast, the place. If you're interested in short movies, head to Chilufya Productions, the place in that section. So that's the easiest way to navigate the channel. Any other details that you need to know about me in the About section. If you need to contact me, every video has all my details that you need. Just check the description section. You'll find all the contact details or the About section. The conversation with regard to who was left in charge or like the appointed person by Edgar Chagwa Lungu was to taking over the Tonse Alliance still continues. So according to the daily liberations, they say Given Luwinda and Sikamba have contradicted Kelvin Fubebwalia or KBF cover. So pretty much saying like everyone is coming up with a contradiction. You'll find there are rumors. KBF himself has not said he's the one that was left as the appointed one to take over the Tonse Alliance, but there's been innuendos and pretty much rumors in the grapevine to insinuate to say it's more like no, based on the conversation that he might have had with Edgar Chagwa Lungu, he was the one that was more likely to be chosen as the leader. But then again, Given Luwinda's side or the people that are supporting Given Luwinda are saying no, you cannot work on an assumption, but the reality is the person that was left by Edgar Chagwa Lungu as the acting chairperson of the Tonse Alliance is Given Luwinda. And not only that, Given Luwinda was also given authority to run the Patriotic Front. As you may be aware, it's Edgar Chagwa Lungu who appointed Given Luwinda to pretty much act as a PF vice president or acting president during this transition. From the time that Edgar Chagwa Lungu lost power in 2021, so that rift continues. Obviously, different sides are weighing in and giving their opinions with regard to that. What is Chilufya Tayali weighs in also on the same issue, says, if the person who appointed you dies, your appointment becomes neutrality, pretty much it's neutralized, because you cannot draw authority from a dead man. That is why you don't want to bury Edgar Chagwa Lungu, but bide or not, he's dead. So Chilufya Tayali there weighs in to say probably that's the trump card that the Patriotic Front have to use Edgar Chagwa Lungu as a campaign strategy or as a way of jabbing at the President Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND. So that's what Chilufya Tayali says. No, as much as Given Luwinda is claiming to say he's the one that was left with authority, he's not claiming in reality. That's what the Edgar Chagwa Lungu confirmed. Like there is the acting Patriotic Front president and also Tonse Alliance the chairperson acting. In as much as the other opposition parties are supposed to sit down and have a conversation or pretty much vote who's going to lead the leadership. But as things stand, the person that was left to be acting in those offices is Given Luwinda. And this argument to say once a person dies, his appointment becomes now and void is just politicking there, honestly. What is the Patriotic Front keeps on bringing up the video of that minister from South Africa that had visited Zambia. Says South African government reiterate that it cannot force family to bury Lungu in Zambia or South Africa. Pretty much re-emphasizing the point that everyone knows. We're just waiting for a verdict at this point, which is coming back in just a couple of days from now. From the look of things, it seems like the 4th of August, that's when the verdict is likely to come. While the mass newspaper says apologize to South Africa, United Party for National Development, UPND, must say sorry for portraying South Africa and judges as corruptible, says lawyer. So it seems like another lawyer is waiting to say there's a demand to have the government apologize for insinuating that. But if you heard the the response that came from Republican Vice President Tayali Mango, she simply said that conversation, that alleged audio, whether it be AI or authentic, it did not come from government's official chief spokesperson or pretty much government official channels. Those are just people that were just having like a backdoor conversation, and then they decided to record themselves and put out that conversation. So that's not the official position of government, in as much as there are claims in that video. I mean, in that audio, to insinuate to say no, there was an interaction between government officials and Chabinga and whoever else is involved in that audio allegedly. So that apology will have to come from Chabinga, but Chabinga is not the government representative in reality. He's fighting the Patriotic Front battle of being the chief, is it a leader of opposition? The Patriotic Front members of parliament have not acknowledged him, but it seems like as things stand, he's the leader of opposition. And then Chief Tayali was having a reflection. He was like, I'm feeling embarrassed and shy at the videos I made when I thought I would die. Forgive me. So pretty much he's having a reflective moment to say he was almost dying. So he's been looking at the videos that he had put up, and then he goes further to say, hello, they are all over. They keep coming up on my timeline everywhere. So he simply says he regrets those videos. If you remember, people are even saying that, hey, you're about to undress these videos that you keep on putting across. Anyways, he thought he was dying, so he was just apologizing to say, forgive me. I thought I was about to die, hence putting out those videos. But then again, he doubled down again. He put an appeal to, is it the Director General of the Police Service? He put up another picture there. So he says Mamusamba, referring to, should be the DG of the police service, pretty much the head of the police service, Mr. Musamba. So it's Musamba. I will need your Benz, referring to the motorcade that IG, not the DG, the Inspector General of Police moves in as I come to Zambia, or as you come to arrest me, not the white Hilux. I have 4 operations on my stomach. So you're showing his operations on his stomach there. He's simply saying, he's considering coming back to Zambia, but he's putting up across some conditions as he intends to come back. Chief Tayali is going through something really. So it's in a number of days you'll see him regretting putting up such a post again. He seems to be having a mental breakdown, and also a lot of stuff is going through. He misses home clearly. So he says that no, because of the 4 operations that he has on his stomach, the police IG Inspector General, he should send his Benz to go and arrest him, he says. Let me expand this article so that you see what you're saying. So it's Ramusamba, I will need your Benz to come and arrest me, not those white Hilux. I have 4 operations on my stomach. All of you officers are in room 45 at Force Headquarters, including the cyber, including at cyber. You should come gently when you come to my house. If I am coming back home, or if I'm coming back to arrest me, don't come pretty much. Don't come with a lot of vigor. 4 openings on my stomach. So he's simply saying I'm fragile. Anyway, coming back to Zambia, I should be minister. He says he wants to be a minister, if not the president, because Navuti Kamaning, I cannot come back to be running battles with the police when I have I've been given full protection under the United Nations. Now, this argument that he's putting across to say he's been given full protection under the United Nations, the UN does not necessarily protect him from him facing the consequences of his actions. But when he's exposed to legal jargons, or pretty much the legal process, and is found guilty, the UN is supposed to intervene in that sense. I don't see the grounds of whatever he's saying he's got the protection under the UN. Truthfully speaking, I would be happy to serve under President Hakainde Hichilema's leadership. Balungu Badia Tawakawere. No matter how long by Esther, Lungu, and Makebi keep that body in freezer or some grave in South Africa. I say this not out of disrespect, but rather out of stating facts as they are. It is sad that people are still holding on to Walungu's body with hope that he will do something. So he argues to say that those that are holding on to the body of the late president are pretty much in denial still. I am aware that several people want me back home to work with President Hichilema. But my brothers and sisters, you must understand me. I can only be invited, not I cannot impose myself on the UPND or President Hichilema. In politics, we do not write application letters or submit our CVs. We are spotted and brought forward. So that's an application in putting across. The problem with the United Party for National Development, UPND officials, is that sometimes believe that government belongs to them alone, and people like me can never be in their positions, forgetting that some of us could be even more effective if we were to be in those roles. Nevertheless, it is up to President Hichilema. He is the boss, and he will decide who does what. For me, I am open. I'm open in stating that I am willing to work with him. But if he is not interested in me, I will wait for my turn, and I know it will surely come. God is looking after me so far, and I have no help either from the United Party for National Development (UPND) or the Patriotic Front, which in a way is a good thing for me because now I am freer. I will resume my 20 hours live broadcast. Pretty much, it's like an application that he put across, stating to say he's very much interested in working with President Hakainde Hichilema, but those that are around him cannot allow him to work with the President Hakainde Hichilema on solid ground. Honestly, Chilufya was pretty much like a weapon for the Patriotic Front and the Edgar Chakalungu's camp, clearly attacking Hakainde Hichilema prior to him becoming president in 2021. So now the argument that the people from the UPND will put across to say, if they could make it into government with Tayali's full force of attack, of what use would he be now that they've made it into government to incorporate him into their institution? It honestly does not make sense. There are people that saved the UPND at this point, and they deserve to be rewarded. So why would they pick an outsider who was on the opposite side opposing? Now that he sees that his predicament has become cumbersome, now he wants to become part of the UPND. He's just not being realistic here. Even himself, if he was within the UPND, he wouldn't allow a character like himself to be incorporated. So I don't blame the people that are chingaling him, as he says. But in reality, I'm pretty sure President Hakainde Hichilema has said to say he's very much aware of what goes on these social media platforms. He views it himself. So he must have come across Chilufya Tayali's appeals. He's simply ignoring him because he's of no use at this point. He's a liability. But anyway, he feels he can be useful. But I don't see that happening in reality. But that's an appeal he sent out. And someone in the comment section, say Harrison Banda, responded to Chilufya Tayali and said, finally, you've come out openly. You think he will forgive you, referring to President Hakainde Hichilema. Says that finally he's stated with the reason why he's been trying to appear to be on the side of the UPND is because he's hoping that he can get some appointment, as he stated in that article, to become is it a minister or whatever he stated in there. And then Chilufya Tayali responded he says it's not up to him. It's up to him, referring to President Hakainde. It's up to him. I survived worse. So he says it's fine if President Hakainde Hichilema doesn't appoint him, he's still fine with that. And then President Hakainde Hichilema made some appointments today. Says President Hichilema names the new Human Rights Commission board members. So that's according to the Ministry of Information and Media. President Hakainde Hichilema has appointed members of the Human Rights Commission board. So, and then according to that's one of the people that has been appointed, that's Bishop Emmanuel Yona Chikoya as a Human Rights Commissioner. And then that's a bishop that has been appointed according to that letter that came from State House and posted by Ministry of Information. And then Emmanuel Wamba says, they should decline these appointments, the people that have been appointed by President Hakainde Hichilema. So he says that they should decline those appointments. According to him, say, due to the frequent abuse of human rights, disregard of constitution and determination to enact of dictatorship, the Reverend Emmanuel Chikoya, the General Secretary of the Council of Churches in Zambia, CCCZ, should decline President Hakainde Hichilema's appointment to an institution. He has made a mockery and a laughing stock. So pretty much arguing to say those people should decline those appointments. Seems like Laura Miti is one of the people that has been appointed again. But I mean, it's up to them. And then, according to the UPN, they say, subordinates do not threaten your superiors with imaginary political connection. Just work and be productive. Do not hide your incompetence because it will not work. So that's a warning coming from the ruling government there. And then Chief Tayali doubles down with regard to his appeal to work with the UPND. He says, it's time to unite the country. Let's rally behind Hakainde Hichilema to form and unify a unifying government in 2026, and then focus on our economy. Time for them and us is gone. Patriotism, unity of purpose. He really wants to come back home. Seems like his situation is not going to plan wherever he is. And then, according to the news diggers, government paid 75 million kwacha to a company that did not do any work. That's according to fake reviews the reporter has put across. The daily variation says farmers reject Bill 17. Seems like there's another bill coming up. Mausampa is the one that I initially brought attention to this particular bill that's in government. I mean, likely to be presented in Parliament. Anyway, that's the news, ladies and gentlemen.